When last we left, our renegades, our runaways, there we go, our group of runaways, they had successfully tactically retreated from a small Imperial fleet that they found themselves accosted by in a section of space that should be empty, and then made their way to the Sharracon system and the planet Sharracon, where one Ashaa-kai is from. They made their way down the space elevator to the planet's surface through the never-ending storm of dust and minerals and rock that the strange magnetic poles generate on this planet. And into the town of... I named the town. Don't worry about it. Don't. Aneth. There we go. And into the house of one Earl Ross, who was not present at the time, but very shortly after settling into the house and drinking some tea, he did appear.
Became present.
Yeah. Setting his pickaxe down, handle up, like thunk, that brought all your attention to him.
Hiten screamed and cried and pissed all over every surface.
It's fine. And saying, Ashla? Who the bloody hell are these people?
They're my friends. I made friends, but I'll introduce you in a second.
He remains in the doorway, just kind of looking at you all.
Ash starts to kind of get overwhelmed a little bit, seeing her mentor again after a year, and then she rushes and gives him a hug. I missed you.
He hugs you back, like wrapping his arms under your arms, but everyone else can see he's still looking at you all.
Ash will continue to kind of have her emotions that she's been kind of locking up. They kind of come out, and she kind of starts crying.
Are you okay? He pats your shoulders.
Sorry if I failed. I'm sorry I'm a disappointment to you, to everyone. It was a waste of time and effort.
Raestra's eyes just go big, like, what the fuck happened? What?
You're not a disappointment. That's Parth's bit.
It was at that moment. After hearing him say, you're not a disappointment, it was at that moment Nyx unclenched his fist.
I'm gonna need Ray and Cal to make a lore check. Cal, make it with advantage.
Yay!
Damn, fuck,
All
shit,
right,
fine.
Kat, we're doing this together. I am... Ooh, and I'm efficient in it.
Fuck!
Okay. That's a 19 on the lore check.
9.
Cal!
Fuck! I'm the one who knows!
I just
No, this is not.
finished... No,
this is not for that, trust me.
Okay.
He called your friend Ashla, which you are aware, painfully, that is the ancient name for the light side of the Force. There's the Ashla and the Bogan. The Ashla is the light.
Oh, that's right, because that's my thing.
Yes.
I was praying Cal would
It's
make
all
this
from
roll.
the ancient planet, and most of this might be legends, but it's all from the ancient planet Jedi, which is where the Jedi are from. Its moon had a light side and a dark... They had a light moon and a dark moon. One was Ashla, the other was Bogan.
Okay.
But what about the Bendu?
Fuck the Bendu.
Yeah, screw him.
Fuck the Bendu. He can get some goddamn convictions like an adult.
Yeah. The dude's a cautionary tale on what being a centrist is like. Anyway.
Ash will squeeze him tight for a little bit, and then she'll pull back and wipe her face.
When we pull back, he does one of those things where, like, his left hand goes on your shoulder and pulls you off to the side just a little. Like, so now you're, like, flanking him, but still, like, close, so that he can still, like, look at everyone here.
This is Kal'Sheen, Raestra, and Nyx.
There's a pause, and I guess you met them on Coruscant?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's been a while, 2 weeks.
He pauses and clears his throat like I just did. Well, I'm Earl Ross. She calls me Earl. You all can call me Mr. Ross.
Hi, Earl.
Hi, Earl.
No.
So Ross?
ignored immediately.
Yeah. This is the moments that I'm glad that both Nyx and Ray are on the same wavelength.
We can get to some questions in a second. Well, do you guys want something to eat?
You have food here?
Do you have spice?
Not that spice.
Yeah, he means it like literally like spices, like for the food. Like...
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Ash goes over to a different panel on the wall, pulls it off, and then pulls out a spice jar, and then tosses it to Cal. And then puts the thing back.
Hey, that's my good stuff.
How big of a jar is it?
Like a mason jar.
Okay.
That should be more than enough. Don't go crazy.
That's it, and that's my personal stash. I didn't take from your stash, it's mine.
I will be reasonable.
Sure.
I was reasonable with Hondo's stash.
Yeah, Raestra does the air quotes. Yeah, reasonable.
It's not my fault your taste buds are flatlining.
It's not my fault that you need to burn yours off to feel something.
It's... Well, I bet you put cheese on your peanut butter and jelly.
She does not.
There ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of spicy food. Now, to answer your question...
He says she doesn't as she's like, it depends on... And then she just goes quiet.
Depends on the type of jelly. No, we're not. Well, says, but I do know Deg pretty well. She runs the diner. I could get us some. You know what, Ash? You can go.
Yeah.
Just tell Deg to make like 5 specials. And that it's for that favor.
Okay. She's not sighing because she's been asked to go do it. She's sighing because she knows what the favor means. And then she leaves.
You're familiar. Deg's Diner is not a very good name, it's not very, but it's the only food establishment here, and she's a Doug, which for those that are familiar they have 2 sets of hands. They walk on their feet and use they walk on their hands and use their feet as hands. What Sebulba was.
Sebulba.
What was the name of the diner?
Their feet are their hands, and their hands are their feet.
Her name's Deg, but it's short for Degnukwi. But everyone just calls her Deg. DEG.
I'll be right back.
Who do we follow first? Who wants to go first?
I want to know why he sent her away, because that's...
Nyx is kind of like, given the information that he read from his tablet, Nyx is kind of just staring at him.
That he's a fucking degenerate.
Oh, you didn't listen to the episode and learn the secret knowledge.
No, of course I didn't. My character wouldn't know, so I don't know.
Oh.
That's fair.
Yeah, I also skipped that part.
Did you? Wow, you guys are great.
Brooke had to.
I'm not supposed to know. I don't want to know. I'll know once we get past this section and it's not important anymore. Then I'll listen to it when it doesn't matter.
I had to because I edited the damn thing, but Anyway, continue. Go ahead.
He gestures with his. You all can sit. Make yourself at home. He seemed a little guarded at first, like, yeah, strangers were in his house. A little understandable.
Uh-huh.
But now he seems a little more relaxed, a little more casual. And he takes like 3 steps inside, but he picks up the pickaxe by the bottom of the handle, and he doesn't like bring it around upwards. It's still like pointed downwards.
Am I picking up anything from this guy clone sense wise? I hate calling it my clone sense.
It's my Django tingle.
Yes, murder vibes.
My Django tingle.
Yeah, my Django tingle.
Django tingle.
My jingle
Fuck
jingle.
You.
My fet tingle.
I hate
Make an
all
insight
of that.
check.
I hate that so
Make
fucking
a what
much.
check? Sorry.
Make an insight check.
All right.
Of course, Cal picked up on that little tidbit.
I did pick up on something that was said.
You said insight?
Yeah.
I don't have the Fed Force. I only have the regular Force.
16.
16?
Yeah.
There's an air of... Authority feels like such a stringent word. It's like there's a very, for the player's sake, a very Cobb Vanth air about him. He's a casual dude, but like you can tell when he talks, people listen.
Yeah.
And you even feel inclined, like when he says that, to be like, well, I guess I better sit down. Yes.
I'll brush off one of the seats. The more, kind of like, if there's like a fold-out chair or something, that's the one I will claim.
Yeah.
The booth is fine.
Yeah, the little Millennium Falcon booth.
Raestra does not yet. This man is mad sus.
Cal also does not sit quite yet. Actually, no, he does. He's polite.
Thank you.
Folds his hands in his lap.
Cal's not it. I mean, he is a detective, but he's a polite... He's good cop. No, Nyx is good cop. He's intern.
So,
Raestra's just very sus of this man so far. He's a little weird.
What brings you guys to Sharracon?
I fucking hate that my gut instinct was your mother.
It's quite a long story.
Well, then it can wait. He, like, waves a hand. Long stories are better over food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll say.
Though I will point this out, your friend Asha was incredible help in getting us off of Coruscant.
Yeah, quick question. What did you send Ash on that dinner run?
To get food? He, like, looks at you and raises his eyebrows.
You sure it wasn't to case us?
He narrows his eyes now.
Without Ash getting defensive?
I'm guessing you and the one in Mandalorian armor are mercenary types. So I get it, yours is vicious, but like...
Raestra, like, visibly bristles. The wording is very direct and it makes her very offended.
We prefer...
But does that because you don't blame me for not trusting you, or...
Times are tough.
And you're strangers. In my house.
Going through your things? As I'm picking up the tablet that I was just, scanning through?
Yeah.
I toss it on the coffee table, if there's a coffee table.
I mean, it's the little Millennium Falcon booth, like, has a little table, and it's not that stupid chess game that we don't know the rules.
That for some reason, they're not telling us the fucking rules for.
It's because it doesn't matter, but still.
You think that's bad? You should see Kingdom Hearts.
It's annoying because they have confirmed, oh no, there are rules, we're just not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be probably dumb. Sabac's dumb.
Sabak is dumb.
Listen, guys, I love Star Wars, trust me. It's very dumb sometimes.
Anyway.
So when I kind of wave the tablet in front of him and toss it on the thing, can I make an insight check to see if there's any reaction from that?
Sure.
Let's see if this guy is just as caged as fucking, Hondo is. That's not as good. 14.
You don't really see much. Just what he responds, which is, did you find what you were looking for? There's a lot out there.
Yeah, I found a thing or two.
So you don't trust me, I don't trust you. But Ashla seems to trust you, so, like, that's why we're here.
And Ashla very much trusts you.
Exactly.
Here's my question.
He trusts you.
And for the record, I do not have any reason to distrust you. Why do you call her that?
Oh, it just stuck one day. Why, does it mean something in, Gliansum isn't the language. What's it, Nautilin?
It means something. Not a Nautilin, but it means something.
It's not a slur, is it?
No, you're thinking of Bogan. That's the slur.
Do you say that?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Just say the Star Wars slur!
Now you're thinking Clanka.
No, the slur in Star Wars is live slug reaction. It was just something I was curious about, but no, it's not a slur and you're not being offensive. It's
That's good.
a word that hits close to home to me, personally.
That's so.
For reasons I think we can discuss another day.
It's true. And he's taking this position. He's like next to the table, and the pickaxe is still on the ground. He's kind of leaning against it with like 1 foot forward, leg bent, like the casual leaning against the bar.
Ah, yes, the Jarl sit.
Yeah.
Raestra is taking note that he has not put it down.
Of course not.
That's part of why she hasn't sat, is it's like his posture is very like noticeably like it feels like he's trying, but she can tell he has not stopped being hostile.
And this is the point where he turned to you, Raestra, and I'm guessing you're the strong, silent one.
For the minute.
Well, maybe some food will loosen you up. And speaking of Ash,
Yeah.
we don't have to spend too long on this, but you go, and it's not between shifts right now. So like there's literally maybe like one other person in the diner who's like someone that is not working right now because they're injured and they're like drinking something at the end of the bar. And Deg is not at the bar. She's like behind the little diner window, and she pokes her head out and says, "Well, I'll be a crate dragon's aunt." Is that Asha?
Yeah. Hey, Dig.
I'd recognize those horns anywhere. And she doesn't go around. She just like climbs through the window, like front paw. Yeah, very, very deftly. What are you doing back? I thought you were hitting the big leagues in Coruscant.
Well, I couldn't. I tried.
Big League's got hands.
This
Big leagues.
empire's
The
got
big
hands.
league's got hands!
Did people hurt you? Spill the calf.
Well, you know.
I hate that.
I hate
so
that a
much.
lot.
Sorry, go on.
I would have had to go into the Imperial Academy if I wanted any of my skill sets to be of use, and Earl and I both didn't want that, so kind of hard to make a name for myself, hit those big leagues when I'm a mechanic, so.
But you're a good one.
Yeah.
A dang good one. I guess those city folk aren't smart enough to realize that. Well, you're a sight for my sore eyes. If that's of any worth. Can I help you?
Yeah, speaking of Earl, we want 5 specials, and he's cashing in the favor.
She like taps her hands like twice on the counter and then rubs her chin. Right, okay. I guess that's fair. And she like climbs back through the window into the kitchen. You hear the clanging of utensils and the boiling of water. And not very long passes before you're past 5 kind of universal, all-in-one dish, kind of gravy-covered, sort of southern not pastry, what's the word? Southern dish with like a sort of bread, bits of meat, and this like very staunch, saucy gravy.
Just say
all over
biscuits
it all.
and gravy.
No, because it's not biscuits and gravy.
I was gonna say, I've eaten food in the South before.
You just described biscuits and gravy.
It's very close, yes, but it's Star Wars. It's probably...
Shut the fuck up, Justin.
It's probably breakfast cakes and...
God damn it, Justin.
and grizz.
Oh, fuck off.
No,
Never call it that
atrocious.
again.
Never call it that again!
Just say shit on a shingle.
No, that's even worse.
I can't say Grizz because Grizz is the name of a character from Star Wars, so.
There's lots of reasons you can't say Grizz, Justin, and one of them is because it's fucking awful.
I mean, Grizz's parents could have just hated him, so.
Who the fuck names their baby Gravy?
The internet has their stupid Ussy memes. We here in Star Wars have our is memes.
I take it. I'm assuming it's like packed up nice for carrying.
Yeah, in a little paper bag.
Yeah. Thank you. It'll be good to eat some of this again.
Are you famished or something? Because that's a heaping portion.
I'm definitely gonna eat my fill. It's been mostly rations. Slightly gussied up rations.
Oh,
for the
god
last little
damn it.
bit.
Don't encourage him, Brooke. Sorry.
That's
go
what
on.
they are! We had slightly
I know.
gussied up rations!
We did.
And you're not here in this scene.
I know, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I give her a wave and thank her, and I head back.
Alrighty. You cross the street, basically, because Deg's diner is, like, not immediately across the street, but just not very far.
Yep. Small town.
Yeah, you enter, basically, in the moment that we left off, and Earl turns to look at you. Well, there you are. That was quick. I knew Deg would fix this up nice. Come here, take it to the table.
And I do, with pleasure.
He takes a deep breath in through his nose. Oh, smells good. I hadn't had Degs in a hot second.
I look over and I see a bag that says Degs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just nice little calligraphy.
Yeah.
Now this is some good ass food, so I hope y'all enjoy it.
Thank you.
I pass it out.
I can fix it. Pulls out a spice.
Please at least try it first, Cal, before you put spice on it, please.
Don't be rude.
If you need to put spice on it afterwards,
Slowly
fine,
twist.
but please try it plain first.
Christ, even in game, everybody judges how I fucking eat.
No, I'm not judging. I just want you to taste it for how it is, because I know sometimes when you dump a lot of spices, you kind of lose the
I'll
other flavor.
close the lid, Mom.
Besides, that's just powder. I got me some secret hot sauce that you could try. He like reaches under the table, and it's like the table. It's a round one, and it has like little bars holding it up, and like in the little crook of the bars is this like little bottle that he takes out, and he doesn't dump the hot sauce. He like gives like 6 generous little sprinkles, and then mixes it. It's strong stuff, but you should listen to Ash first. Get it.
Oh yes,
Get it as
absolutely.
Deg intended,
And he
and
will.
then you can ruin your innards with this.
He is going to try it as Deg intended.
Thank you.
It's delicious.
It's quite good, but I could fix it.
Don't you go using too much of this. I import it.
I accidentally dumped a whole entire bottle on my food once, and I ate it anyway. It was not fun for me. Just be
Was
careful.
Justin ready for having to make up all of these stupid sci-fi spices? No. Is that what I've had to do for Star Wars now?
Yes.
Fucking Google if cayenne is canon to Star Wars. Fuck this shit.
I'm the keeper of the picture.
I will pour just enough drops to make everyone visibly uncomfortable and then stop.
I hope Nautilin innards are better than Togruta ones.
They are.
Well, you don't gotta brag about it. Jeez Louise.
I wasn't. And I'll take a bite.
This strangely reminds Nyx of the food that he would have on Camino.
Oh, slop.
Slop.
It's not slop.
But this is lovingly made slop.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying, like, it's not that he's not eating it. He is eating it. He's just having flashbacks.
Having seen exactly the kind of meal that this is, lovingly, affectionately, this is slop.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's utilitarian and like messy, but it's
Yeah,
very
like
tasty.
I was gonna say, by like it's the definition of the term. It is, but is it tasty? Yes, but it is nothing if not slop.
It's what I get at the diner all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Earl is a gentleman, waits for everyone to start, but then he also digs in heartily. And there's just several moments of silence. Like, he is purposefully waiting for someone to fill it in because he has chosen not to.
So, how did you and Asha meet?
That's better what I was going to start with.
I knew her parents. Well, actually, I'll answer that if you agree to answer the same question when I'm done.
I will.
Nods with mouth full. Yes. I met her parents a long time ago. She was, 6? 5?
I was 6, yeah. Well, I mean, you started being my mentor when I was around 6, yeah.
Yeah, and I knew her parents for just a bit before that. That's when I came here, kind of acclimated. Started working for the mining corp, back when it was Republic owned. Or independently owned. Republic didn't have much to do with stuff out here. But now that it's useful to the Empire, well...
Oh, it is.
Need metal for more of those, and he, jams his thumb up to gesture towards the ISD you can't see.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame.
It was the same under the Republic. Metal was used for war machines on probably both sides.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't think you ever told me about what you did before you came to Sharracon.
All kinds of things. That's a long story.
One for the dinner table?
No. That's one for... a long sleepless night. But we ain't there yet.
Well, I mean, I met them at a bar. I bumblefucked my way, but stopped a bar fight. Well, gangs were trying to cause some problems, and Nyx and Raestra were bouncers at it at the time, and Cal and I helped and stepped in, and we were able to stop the thing from going down. So that's how I met them.
Ugh. I knew the lower levels were rough, but I figured you could handle it. It's rough here.
It was easier back when the Republic was running it.
I mean...
No, it wasn't.
Weather machine malfunctions are way different than people that are out to kill you.
That's all Ray says.
Just mouthful.
I mean, there's a lot that's happened in the last 2 weeks I wanted to talk to you about. So I haven't been able to real process it real well.
I'm sure a lot has happened. You know, the galaxy's a big place, and Coruscant's got a lot to it. What's everyone's passive perception?
Oh, shit.
14.
Also 14.
11.
13.
The 14s notice that he does keep darting his eyes towards Raestra. But never, not in a too much way, and not in a... It seems to be in a more, he's still not gotten... To you, it seems like he's still not, gotten her vibe, and he's not satisfied.
Actually, Ash is simplifying a little bit too much. She's actually saved our ass once or twice.
Oh, I'm sure that's the case. She's the most capable person I know.
Indeed.
And it's probably the understatement of the year.
Raestra nods. Her mouth is full.
Oh god, Nyx is very much debating saying what happened just to see his reaction.
Ash hasn't got into detail because she's she wants to. She feels like she can trust her mentor, but also doesn't know what she doesn't have everyone's permission to share exactly what's happened so far.
So what brought you all here? I mean, you're just tagging along with Asha? You plan on leaving?
Raestra points at Ash.
Yeah.
I mean, it was my idea.
We ran into the Empire.
As in, you broke the law?
Perhaps it would be best if Ashaa-kai were to explain it.
Okay, so... Okay, putting everything on me. Okay, fine. Okay, well,
I mean, I can tell this story.
I do technically have a visual aid. Let me float up and into her lap. I did that, by the way, gave him some upgrades. He doesn't like him, though. So if you're gonna hate anyone,
because he's
hate
a box
him.
with wheels. There's nothing useful about him.
Shut up.
He can fly now.
He doesn't have
I will
wings.
Can you
throw
fly?
you into that fucking canyon. Anyway.
I will also roll you into the fucking canyon.
I won't heal you after they're done.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
So I'm probably gonna have to talk about everything for everything to make sense. And she looks to her party members, her friends, for, like, visual confirmation before she starts.
He nods.
He gestures for her to continue.
Raestra shakes her head.
Shakes her head no.
Yeah, no. He does not have her vibe, she does not have his, and her shit could get her super murdered, so she just kind of...
We're wanted by the Empire, because we went into someone using, these, and I pull out the red kyber crystals out of Lemmy. Nyx kinda impersonated ISB, because we probably stuck our nose in some business that we probably shouldn't have been. We kinda fucked up with Crimson Dawn a little bit, so they've probably put bounties on our heads as well, and that was after we teamed up with a pirate, so now we just kinda got the underbelly of the galaxy after us, and also we're probably not welcome back on Coruscant unless I figure out how to do something with a ship to get back on, but I don't want to go back to Coruscant. Also, I can use...
Whoa, he puts his hands up. That's a lot. Pirates, Crimson Dawn.
Too much for the dinner table?
Are you all like criminals? He looks at Nyx and...
He just gestures. He literally just gestures to all of them.
Raestra does not respond visibly in any way.
Nyx gestures to Raestra.
We are legally considered criminals, yes. Morally, no.
Cal's a good man.
Raestra just looks at Ash like, alright, okay.
Look, you are saying nothing, and I'm respecting your boundaries. I think you have the capability of being a good person, but we're getting there.
You did, in fact,
Wow.
melt a man in front of me.
Earl tilts his head and he actually
way to bury the lead a little bit there, Ash.
he seems to not be able to help but look back at what you're holding, and he gingerly, like, with one hand, like two pincer fingers, thumb and forefinger, grabs them both and sets them on the table, kind of in the middle. And there's like a pause before he says slowly, "Anybody know what these are?"
Kyber crystals.
Kyber crystals.
It's at that moment a klaxon sounds very much. Who here's heard a tornado siren?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I
You know what Siren Head it mimics.
Yeah.
I've heard 4 tornado sirens go off in the same place, and it sounds magical.
I've played Silent Hill, yes.
And Earl doesn't like look back out the door or the windows. He's still like looking at you all and looking forward to the table. As you guys can, after the siren dies down, there's like a good few beats before like you like hear the rushing wind and like the you know when like you hear hail and it's like slamming against things. It's like that. But it's kind of just like everything here is reinforced, and the wind is blowing. We're like all of these they're kind of Pueblo-esque. No, Pueblo isn't the right word. Those settlements built into the canyons in Arizona.
Yeah.
It's all like into the mountain, so all the wind is just kind of blowing past. So it's not drowning you out, but it's kind of a background din.
Have you ever mind something like this here?
He reaches up with his left hand and pats you on the top of the head twice, Asha, and he says, "I'm going to ask you a few questions. You can explain yourself fully in a second, because I feel like we're not sharing the full truth here. So I'll ask bluntly why I can sense the force from some of you, and why this one reeks of the dark side." And he points at Ray.
Everything about her tenses up. but not in like a defensive way. Like he is well trained enough to know that it's her being ready for him to take a swing at her.
Nyx is also kind of similar to that, actually. With that implication, Nyx unbuckles the pistol on his hip.
Cal's actually gonna go ahead and just kind of look at Raestra and just go, "We're among friends. Relax."
That has yet to be seen.
You will?
Yeah,
He's gonna hold up a hand to both of them, which is the most polite way to say "shut the fuck up."
Puts a very stern finger up.
I'm not asking you to trust anyone but me. You will be fine, Raestra. And I'm gonna use Force Vision.
Okay.
You receive a vision of the future through the Force, giving you or one willing creature you can see within range a chance to change fate. When the chosen creature makes an ability check, attack roll, or a saving throw before the power ends, it lasts for an hour. It can dismiss this power on itself to roll an additional d20 and choose which of the d20s to use. Have fun with that, Ray.
Thank you.
What do you mean you can sense the Force?
A few things happen. Because the Force spell was just cast. How many Force points did you spend, Cal?
3.
Uh-oh.
3. Earl basically just waves 2 fingers, and that spell is not cast.
Oh, fuck.
Great, thanks.
I don't know your deal, young man, but I've lost a lot of people I care about to the dark side. And that's when he kind of stands up quickly, like quicker than any of you would even be ready for, and his left hand shoots out, and he casts Force Propel on Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Raestra, you are sent flying 60 feet back.
Nyx draws his blaster on him.
As a bonus action, Earl waves his right hand and says, "You don't want to do that." And he casts Cold Smite.
You fuck!
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, and you have disadvantage.
He casts Jedi Mind Trick.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? I need everyone to stop it.
13?
Not enough time for those words. That definitely does not save. So a lot of things happen at once, but he saw that force power being cast. He used his reaction to stop it. He stood up, cast a force power as his action, which sent Ray 60 feet back, which was more than this house. You actually collide with the wall.
I was gonna say, ow.
Even making a crack. And technically, for this spell, you get to make a dex save.
I can sure try. Fuck no.
Okay.
That's 6.
You take
Oh god.
13 points of kinetic damage
Yeah.
as you just make a dent in the wall. Nyx, you go for your blaster.
He drew his blaster on him.
And he waved his hand and said, "You don't want to do that." And he's right. You don't. You kind of just want to sit here and see what happens.
If that's the case, now let's not go throwing stones, old man.
I stand up and I get in between Earl and my friends. What the fuck?
Asha, there are bigger things going on than you probably understand. He puts his hand on your shoulder and tries to push you away. Are you gonna?
No, I'm not gonna let him push me away.
We get to contest then.
Strength's not great.
If I may,
Yeah.
say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm figuring out the best way to word this.
For the effects, so you can understand mechanically, you are under suggestion.
Yes, it's
You have
it's
to,
under
yeah.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not drawing my blood, which is why I'm trying. I'm figuring out how I'm gonna word this.
Actually, for the sake of the mechanics, and also to make it easier, he said you don't want to do that. You want to just sit there, and that's what.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So am I gonna have to roll a contested strength check or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Athletics, if you're proficient.
I am not. That's a 16 minus 2. That's a 14.
He rolled a dirty 20. And this is a moment where you are physically pushed aside, and he takes the four or three steps he needs to close in to Raestra, and the pickaxe comes up, and the bunt side, the flat side, he's turned it sideways, and he presses it into your chest and says, I'm gonna need you to stop being the strong silent type and start talking. Otherwise this will get ugly.
The worst part is I don't have an answer that he's gonna like!
Quick thing,
Yes.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
Yeah.
something that would trigger Nyx?
It's why you had disadvantage. But what do you mean exactly?
Is the forbidden phrase looping in my head getting louder and
No.
louder?
No.
Okay.
You were compelled to obey this man for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's why
sure
you had
weird.
disadvantage. Yeah. We're weird. All right. Is there... We're gonna take some turns. So is there anything you would like to do, Nyx, or are you feeling trapped? Did I trap you? I'm sorry.
It's no, it's fine. It's perfect. You know what? This is the perfect narrative. It's narratively perfect. In this moment, I can feel Nyx screaming in his head to draw the damn blaster, you fucking idiot.
But you were given
But
an
it's
order.
just, his body is refusing. Oh, okay. He's gonna look, you know what? He's gonna look to Cal. You might need to step in.
Yeah. Cal is who I was gonna ask if you wanted to do something next.
I am at the bottom of the initiative order, getting my fucking ass beat.
I'm also kind of feeling trapped because I know anything that I do, like, Earl is just gonna 180 delete. So,
I think it's time to draw the
like,
sword.
no.
No!
Hi, worst combative Jedi ever. No. I've seen Lothcats that fight better than Cal. I have seen Darth Mauls that can fight better than Cal.
Perhaps saying words then? Do the other thing that Cal is good at, which is speaking?
Fuck, what do I say?
It's in these unsure moments, Earl continues. Were you using her to get to me? Are there more of you?
No.
I've had not an opportunity to say a fucking thing.
Cal's gonna go ahead and stand up. If that were true, I would be dead. So would Asha. You're not this blind. A Jedi can't possibly be this blind.
What does Ray say? He is digging this pickaxe into your chest and pushing you against the wall quite hard.
Yeah, pain.
Surprisingly
Pain
strong. Yeah.
Pain is what's happening. Oh, fuck. I mean, I don't have an answer that he's gonna like or believe.
What's going through her head right now?
Oh, God. Fuck. Probably. Man, it really is PTSD o'clock, huh?
Yeah, I'll say.
Because it's probably not a whole lot better for Ray. Oh, God. It's probably two things. It's probably the fear of, holy fucking shit, this dude's gonna kill me. And if I'm gonna be honest, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but from the vibe I get from her master, it's you knew this was going to happen. They were never going to accept you. It didn't matter that you left. This is going to happen every time. I don't know why you bothered, why you left, why you thought you could find comfort here. He hates you. He has every reason to hate you. You don't have an answer. It's just probably the shit she heard that kept her for so long, was the idea that of course this was going to happen. So she's probably caught between trying to figure out what to say and just she isn't saying anything, and I think it's because it's not because she's holding out, it's because she's caught between it doesn't matter, kill him or he kills you. And don't do that. That's a bad idea. She's between the instinct to just fight him and kill him, or at least try. And
Fight or flight.
yeah, and Ash is, and this is someone who means a lot to my friend. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to do this. So it's somewhere in the middle at the minute. So she probably doesn't say anything. She's just like, her brain is just
She's
shutting
locked.
down. Yeah, she's just kind of locked.
What do you mean after you? What have you been hiding from me?
In response to Cal, he says, I've heard these Jedi hunters are crafty. Don't worry about it, Ash. And he stops. He stops talking very suddenly. Ash and Cal make wisdom checks.
Okay.
Can I?
No.
Damn you.
I rolled.
Damn you.
I rolled an 8. No, I rolled a 6.
That's cocked.
Take advantage for take an inspiration for how good that line was, Brooke, and you can roll again if you want.
I would like to roll again.
I got a 19.
19.
13.
13. I'll say that's just enough. You both hear, not in your minds, it's as if it is in this room, a voice. I told you I wasn't ready for this.
Uh-oh.
You can do it.
Look at her, Rael. She's a scared girl. Barely of adult age. And Earl he kind of starts breathing a little heavier, and his pressure on you alleviates ever so slightly. You're just a pawn of the dark side. And Earl says, and it's weird to the two people that didn't hear this voice, he responds, she's tainted. So was our master. Don't you wish for a chance to look him in the eye and help? And he starts. I told you I wasn't ready.
You're doing good.
Can I have a thing here, just quick?
You can, yeah.
It's because it would need to just happen in this instant, or it's not gonna happen at all. Like, the minute he hesitates, she's gonna go for the saber and try to cut the head off the pickaxe.
Okay. Okay. It's all right.
It's the, like, I'm gonna die, he's gonna kill me, and the minute, like, cause she can't hear what's happening.
Yeah.
So just the minute that there is a hesitation, she's like, that's it, that's your opening.
Your lightsaber comes out, goes up, stops at the hook. As this pickaxe clashes with it. And he like parries sideways and put his hand out and cast Force Disarm. Raestra.
Get my ass kicked by my favorite Star Wars character.
Need you to make a strength or a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, it's gonna be strength. I'm better at that.
Cool.
Nope, yeah, it's gone.
It just across the room, and the pickaxe comes forward into a very, all of you knows, like a well-trained kind of Kendo is the sword. Jesus, Justin, I lost it. Stance, but he stops again. He's hesitating again. You calm down. And he heaves out a big heavy sigh. And then just lets out a little growl. You have 60 seconds to explain yourself. And he takes one single step back, and the pickaxe points down instead of up. And if I don't like what I hear, I'm sending you up the space elevator and telling them to put you in an escape pod. This is your one chance. Can
I force grab Raestra's lightsaber to hold on to it?
You can certainly try.
I mean, it just kind of happens.
It's a force spell that you could cast that he can indeed counterspell.
It's true. It's just a cantrip.
Yeah, which would mean he can counterspell it very easily.
Is he going to?
It'll make it would be narratively interesting if you did it anyway.
I mean, I'm just gonna try. Because she doesn't want any fighting to happen.
Actually, yeah, he wouldn't. For this sake, I'll say he wouldn't. It goes into your hand, and he half turns, but his entire posture is still facing towards you, Ray. He says, Asha, it's dangerous.
I'm just holding on to it.
I'm trying to figure because truly the greatest foible of Dungeons and Dragons, the thing that halts me the hardest is, do I do the right answer, or how in character do I want to be?
Well, I mean, if she wants an out, this appears to be a Jedi.
It's true, but
actually, not appears to be. You're trained so heavily.
This just is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just used the Force on me twice, so I'm pretty fucking sure. Ooh, oh god.
And your head isn't lobbed off, so.
Yeah, the
compassion leaves a trail.
I'm looking at. I'm trying to think of what her response, because I'm trying to.
If she's hesitating in character, he'll say, I'll make this easy. What are you doing here?
He knows as well that, she should start swinging, and she just hasn't yet. And it's, the most visibly, panicked they've ever seen her. Because she's like, I can take the other sister, and she knows she cannot take him. So they can, this is, the realest, most primal panic is, he's gonna kill me. She's gonna kind of just, I don't know.
Kalanash, you hear. The fear is palpable. She's scared. Not angry. Not like he was. Rael sighs and hangs his head down just a little, runs his left hand through his hair. It's really not a good answer. But the kid's right. If you meant harm, you would have done it already. You did pull your saber on me, which has put you on my shit list.
To be fair, you struck first.
I guess that is fair. If you were here on behalf of the Empire, your plan would be better. None of you know what you're doing, do you? He looks back.
Nyx is sitting in a chair.
I mean, clearly we're gonna have to have a conversation.
Yeah. Now it's time for some of that dinner story, I guess. He holds his hand out to you, Asha, expecting the lightsaber.
I don't give it to him.
Asha, it's only safe.
You threw my friend against the wall. You hid a major part of yourself and probably part of me from me
I
for 2
had
decades.
my reasons. Sit down, everyone. And
Absolutely not.
I'm
you can stay there if you want.
I'm going to go ahead and
does the suggestion go down?
Yeah. I mean, you were only compelled to not shoot at him and to sit there. You can talk all you want.
Oh. Well, all right, hold on. I need to know the exact parameters right now.
You needed to obey him. He said you don't want to do that, and then you realized you didn't. You didn't want to shoot at him.
Okay,
you wanted to sit here and see how this played out, but that didn't mean you couldn't do anything else.
He's gonna stand up and he's gonna walk over to Ray. Ray's standing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's his AC, by the way?
Are you shooting at him?
No.
Why do you ask?
Just what's his AC?
What lets you What lets you the attacks are declared here. You're not the dungeon master.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. I can give my AC, because I'm not letting him get fucking punched.
Yeah, if Nyx tries to do something towards Earl, like, Ash is gonna try and stop him too.
I think we've made enough regrettable decisions today.
Fine. Just know Nyx is gonna... Alright, Nyx is just... He's standing by Ray.
Yeah. What did you intend to... I'm not telling you no. I'm just saying you have to tell me things you were trying before I can let you.
Oh, he was gonna knock him on his fucking ass. He was gonna punch him and then knock him on his fucking ass.
Okay, you can try that if you desire. If that's what you wanted to do, just tell me what you roll.
It was going to be under the guise of not even damage, just to knock him on his fucking ass. He was gonna walk over to Ray if she needed to be helped up or like assured in any way. He was going to do that and then just turn around and cold clock him in the jaw.
You can attempt that if you desire.
I would like to attempt that.
Okay.
It's my dex, right? I'm not using my bronze knuckle.
It's your strength to do a cold clock.
Okay. Because
you're not a monk.
No, I'm not a monk, and I just remembered that my onslaught style, I have to have a two-handed weapon in order to knock him on his ass. So can I grab a chair?
You can.
Yeah. If Nyx tries to go for a chair, Ash will get in front of Earl.
You don't have a reaction to do that.
I'm just gonna cold clock him in the jaw.
No, she can't stop you. You can do the chair. Do this, please. I want you to. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
I'm gonna need you to swing a chair at Rael after us right now.
Please.
I'm swinging a chair. I'm just walking by, grabbing a chair and swinging it at him.
Sure.
Can I get in the way of it?
No, none of you have reactions to do that. This is fine.
Damn it!
It was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
That hits. Roll damage.
I'm foregoing damage. It's just knocking him on his ass.
That's
roll
not how that works.
I'm gonna need you to roll damage.
Okay, fine. What? It's a chair, so what do you want me to roll?
Roll a d6 plus strength. Right. It's a club.
All right. 2.
2. As a reaction,
smash it over his fucking head.
As a reaction, he casts Saber Reflect.
You cocksucker. Fine.
He can reflect 13 points of damage. That's way more than what you did. The pickaxe goes up and just catches the chair in between the struts. And he says, "You really don't want to do that."
Nyx, sit the fuck down.
I know she's your friend, clone, but there are things at work here.
While we're, like, still kind of engaged, I'm gonna lean into him. 2 things. You attack my friend again. We're gonna have an exchange. 2. My name is Nyx. I pull the chair away, and I throw it on the fucking floor.
You're loyal. I like that, Nyx. But you keep strange company.
I was just about ready to start yelling, "Oh, fuck." Cal's pissed at a lot of things right now.
Ash is kind of clutching Raestra's lightsaber kind of tight. Not near the button. But just is kind of holding onto it, almost like a safety blanket. But not like a safety blanket, if that makes sense.
Nyx is gonna look to Ash. Like, he went from being, like, stone cold, vicious to Earl, and then, like, softening to Ash, and he just very gently extends a hand to her.
Does he want the lightsaber, or...?
Whatever she wants to put in his hand, she may. It's just a reassurance.
Here, take this copper.
Take this egg at this trying times.
Here's an acorn.
Yeah.
She'll just hand him her light pistol, I guess. Just toss it to him.
Let me.
She thought about it, but like...
I drop him.
Yeah.
I drop him.
No, mean!
I basketball spike him.
Nyx is the worst.
All right, yeah. He'll take the pistol and put it on the table. All right. We've all had Well, we've had something.
Cal's gonna take a deep breath. If you all would excuse me for a moment. And oh shit, that's right. It's still storming outside, isn't it?
Yep.
Damn it.
It's what Earl was waiting for.
If it were me, I would have walked out into that storm.
You don't want to. I will start rolling damage as if it was you stepped in lava. It's rough
Like
out
he
there.
walks towards, like Cal walks towards the door and Nick stops him. And then just points to the window.
I'm gonna find a room to be by myself. Assuming there is one.
There's gonna be some explanations if you want to be around for them.
Nick speaks up and says, I'll fill him in.
Cal will just kind of raise a hand. Is it nighttime?
No.
Then it's not time yet. And to be perfectly blunt, I think I'm a lot more interested in talking to the Jedi Master than talking to you. He's gonna walk out.
There are stairs to go up to the second floor.
Yeah, you can go upstairs. There's... I guess this would... Like, I don't think his house is fancy enough. I think it's just his bedroom and, like, a refresher bathroom upstairs. Which one would you like to meditate in?
Any room would be fine. What were the rooms again?
The bathroom
it would
and
be
his
bedroom
bedroom.
in the bathroom, yeah.
I guess I'll take the bathroom.
Okay. Sit on the toilet with the seat down, cross-legged. We'll go back downstairs for a second. We'll get to Cal in a moment, if that's okay. We'll let some time pass before we allow him to try what he's trying. The pickaxe, like, he sets it on the ground again, like the bottom of it. But he's still holding the handle. I'm sorry, Asha. I was always scared this day would come. And I told myself I'd do anything to protect you if it did. But it turns out, nothing is quite as we expect. Just like the Force. Ugh. He sits down. If no one else is going to.
No, Ash does. She's like in the
Okay.
middle of the booth. Her legs are pressed tightly together. She's clutching onto Ray's lightsaber, shaking a little bit. Lemmy probably floats into her lap.
He wee-woos comfortingly.
Justin and Earl is not sure where to start. Does anyone say anything to break the silence?
Fuck no.
Ash
I'm
does.
terrified of this man.
Have I always been like this?
Yeah. I sensed it when I met you. But he sighs. My life was hard when I went to the Jedi Temple at 5. I saw you and the kind of person you were, even at that age. And I thought about what would happen. And I didn't want that life for you. I shouldn't have made that decision for you, but at the time, it was one or the other. And I chose keeping you in the dark. And then, all this happened. He waves his hand, and being like us was a death sentence. So yeah, I didn't let you learn about the Force, didn't let you learn about your connection to it. Better to not be connected so you wouldn't be hunted down. That's why I thought it was okay for you to go out into the world. You wanted to. I couldn't stop you. I trained you well. I'd stay here, die of old age, or miner's lung. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ash looks down at Lemmy and she's trying to process all this. Did you tell my parents?
Oh, they knew before I did. You know, it's kids do things when they're, and that's why they were worried. Things were difficult here before I came along. the company running the joint was less than ethical. That's why I came here to begin with. Stuck around for you.
Where were you when it happened?
Here. I'm... Ugh. We haven't had a lot of flashbacks, so we can have a flashback.
Okay.
I wasn't ready. I can't think of what would happen. Do you have an idea, Brooke?
Well, it would have been the incident
Oh, yeah.
of when she was 6.
Yeah. Then you can tell that. Right? I don't have to weave that tale. All that's yours.
I mean, I guess.
Brooke gets to narrate the flashback?
Yeah.
So, Ash, presumably, she didn't know what the Force was. But all of this and everything starting to click resurfaces a memory that was long locked up to when she was 6. There were people trying to make their way in like a cart type thing, but there was another runaway speeder cart of some kind, and they were going to get hurt. And Ash was there when it happened. She felt that she could see the little panic. The panic enveloped her, and she force pushed the people out of the way, not really understanding what she did, but saved people from getting in a pretty bad accident. Earl was there with her.
Yeah. He even, right after you do it, he scoops you up in his arms. Because you were also, like, near the runaway speeder, but, like, not in its path. And, pats your back. And, gently says, "It's alright, Asher, it's alright." But he, distinctly to us, the camera is looking back over his shoulder at the young couple that Asha just pushed aside with her mind. And then looks to Asha's face, and we see it smaller and rounder, and then it kind of dream transitions to present day as he answers her questions. Nix, I was here. Like I said, I've been here since he was 6, so I have been separate from the council for a while. They call us Wayseekers. I was one of the last ones. They kept sending out signals for us to come back for the war, but I just didn't want to. I came out here to actually do some good. And I did. But now...
Why do you have slaver documentation on your tablet?
That's what I was doing. Finding people who enslaved others, making sure they didn't.
Do I believe him?
Well, insight check.
10.
Yeah. He turns to Ash. That's what I was doing here. Your parents were pretty much that whole generation. Not Zerka level, but they were all indentured. The kind of like where they make you accrue debt, then you have to earn it off. I got on the inside and I toppled it. You were under new management by the time you turned 6. But that's why your parents were scared. The types out here, someone like you who can do things like you can, get sold into slavery real quick. For a high price.
It's so hard to come to terms with all this.
Yeah. Of Griffin course, she came back with this.
Nix is looking at Ray.
Things had a bad habit of just coming around you. You're a light that draws things in.
I finally make friends and you throw one into a wall.
To be fair, I'm guessing she used to kill Jedi for a living. He looks to you, Raestra. I mean,
She visibly flinches against the wall. She's really scared of him.
She doesn't anymore.
I can see that. And in fact, I am sorry. I let my fear get the best of me. Like I said, I don't want anything to happen to Asha. And when I felt your aura in the Force, I assumed the worst.
Nix is trying to get a read on Ray and what to do.
She's doing real bad.
She saved my ass on more than one occasion. She may be scary as hell, but I trust her with my life.
That's good to hear. But now we got problems, right? At least you don't have to get me up to speed very much.
What would that mean?
Well, 1, Force-sensitive fugitive is dangerous. 2's a death wish. 4's a crowd.
Just tell us where the next ship is. We'll get out of your hair.
No, we'll sort this out. Kicking you out is what I would do if I didn't like any of your answers. But
Yeah, and that's what bothers me, old man.
yeah,
You're all apologetic now. After just throwing someone who you got scared of against the wall. So I need to know a couple of things in order to fucking trust you.
all right.
How do I know you're not just gonna turn us into the Empire? To protect her. And he points at Ash.
Because that'd endanger both of us. I'm not stupid. They'd send someone who can sense people like us.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not convinced on that one. Because you hid very crucial information from her.
To keep her safe.
Stuff that could have gotten her in danger. Your neglect put her in the situation that she's currently in now.
He shakes his head and purses his lips. She's her own person.
Yeah, she's her own person. But she could have at least had a bit of warning. You hid something like this. Something that could put her in danger. And instead of warning her that it could get her in danger, you stayed fucking silent. But as soon as that danger shows up, you jump the fucking gun.
He puts a hand up. Let me tell you a little something about the Force. It's about a connection to it. One doesn't foster that connection, it fades away.
It didn't.
Yeah, apparently.
Points at her.
It was for a while.
So you were betting on it just to go away.
Yeah.
If I pretend that it doesn't exist, it just goes away. Right?
Yeah. Raestra, make a lore check.
Okay. Oh, finally, a halfway decent fucking roll. These new
Right?
guy fucking hate me tonight. 12.
You know 100% that is how the Force works.
She nods.
Well, guess what, old man? You lost your fucking bet.
Yeah, I did.
So, again I ask, what convinces me that you're not stupid enough to fucking go to the Empire?
He pauses. His eyes look down for a bit, and then he looks right at you. My name's Rael'd. I'm a Jedi Master. I was, anyway.
Don't say it to me. You fucking say it to her. And he points to Raestra.
He turns to Raestra.
Who is just not totally here.
My name's Rael'd. I used to be a Jedi Master.
She just kind of very slowly nods.
A mark I'm sure your old friends would trip over each other to get.
Just tenses, just like...
Try not to bring that up so often.
Yeah, like more... Yeah, not helping. Not helping? Not helping.
You're right.
Good start. I want to borrow you for one more second. Between the two of you. Just between you and I.
Swear to God, if you try to fucking punch him again, I'm gonna punch you.
I won't try to punch him, but I want to make something clear.
Alright.
Where do we go, by the way?
You could go to his bedroom.
Fine, yeah, we'll go up to his bedroom. I don't know that Cal is in there, so...
No, Cal's in the bathroom, so...
I don't know Cal is...
I just like the idea of just...
Hello.
No, this is this is perfect. This is perfect. He's not even gonna check to see if there's anybody in the bathroom. He is so goddamn mad.
We're going to the bedroom,
so
not the bathroom. So...
Yeah, he is so blind with anger right now. He's just going to say this without even checking the fucking corners, which is something Nyx does all the time.
Yeah.
He shuts the door and he looks at him. You come at Rey like that ever again. I've put down Jedi before. I will not afraid to put you down as well.
He lets that hang for like 3 beats. Very slowly and like purposefully to let you see it. He like puts his hand up and then like puts it on your shoulder. I get it, Nyx. You care about them and you're scared. It's how I feel too. That even happens to Jedi Masters, believe it or not. But I'm not your enemy. I am very sorry.
He just steps back. I don't need you to be sorry. And he just leaves.
He lets you like make your way down the stairs and then comes down the stairs himself. That's when we can swap to Cal. What is Cal doing?
I have the perfect transition question.
Mm-hmm.
To Earl, Rael, whatever. Who were you talking to?
And then we transition.
Now we
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah. Oh, Cal's just meditating, and he's mad at a lot of people. He's mad at pretty much everybody but Ash at this point.
Yeah.
And he just kind of wants to not be mad anymore.
You take deep breaths. Does Cal have a specific mantra?
I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force. Why is my vision getting blurry?
Your master would have taught you ones that go like, the Force is light, the Force is life, the Force is peace, we are peace. We are light, we are life, we are peace.
The Force grows as I grow, the Force grows as I grow. Okay.
Make a wisdom check.
You got it. That's a 23. Well, real
Okay.
good today.
Yeah. You hear the voice again. Soft-spoken, accented. But it only says, like, two things to you. And it's as if, like, it's in this room standing in front of you. He says, we're not young Kalshin. Everything is as the Force wills it.
It is. Though I wish it were different.
You get a sense of acknowledgement and agreement, but there no more words come to you.
I had hoped that when he walked through that door that things would begin healing. Instead it feels like a knife was driven deeper into the wound. Into her wound, specifically. And I can only imagine how Ash feels right now.
That's a really good transition unless you have more to say.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay.
We fucking set him up so they can bowl him down.
Yeah. We cut back to that question, Ash. You can say it again if you want.
Who are you talking to?
A thorn in my side. An old friend.
Another Jedi?
Yeah. There's a lot about the Force that I did wish I could have shown you, but choices were made. He turns to Ray slowly. I know it's hard. I know it sucks. The dark side eats you from the inside until you become a person that your friends don't recognize.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it does to you. What it changes, what it breaks to make way for what it wants you to be. You don't know what they did to me. You don't know what they made me do. And none of it mattered. Until just now. Because they were right. And you're right. I'm tainted and there's no going back.
That's not true. And I feel like deep down you know that. Otherwise, what are you doing here? With these good people. The only moment it's too late is when you trick yourself into thinking it's too late.
Is Ash still holding onto the lightsaber?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just curious. Well, Mr. Secretive Jedi, since the subject's on the table, we're trying to figure out what to do next.
For now, I can assure you, you're safe on Sharracon. Ain't nobody come snooping around here unless we do something to catch their attention.
Fair enough. Know any hidden places?
Nix has been very adamant to try and find a Jedi temple for the three of us.
Not here.
There's no one.
It's just the mines. It's just the settlements and the mines. There's really nowhere to hide unless you want to brave the storms.
You're sure?
He shrugs. There could always be stuff I don't know. But all I can tell you is what I've seen.
Fount of helpful information.
Listen, I'm sure if you laid low on Coruscant well enough, it'll be easy enough to lay low here.
We're not trying to lay low.
His eyebrows go up.
He looks at Ash.
Me into the fucking speeder today, okay? The Empire sucks.
Yeah?
Maybe sorta, somehow, maybe want to start a rebellion, coup, whatever word you want to throw on it. Resistance.
He sighs and rubs his palm on his forehead. It's a nice thought. But how?
Well, that's why we came here. Trying to find leads.
Next course of action, because since we left Coruscant, it's just been a whirlwind of things. Got a ride off of the planet from a pirate. Had to cash in the favor for him right away to steal some spice. Then we had to go turn in the spice to Crimson Dawn directly. That wasn't fun. Did manage to steal some Mandalorian armor though. We're gonna have to figure out how to do something with that at some juncture.
You stole from Crimson Dawn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're big slave traders. They're bad business.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
To be fair, Hondo wanted out of his contract anyway. So we fought some goons, Hondo tussled with Dryden Voss, and then we fucked off.
He rubs his forehead again. All that's just gonna have to stay under the bridge, I guess. They won't find you here.
I didn't like a second of it. I was hoping this would be a chance to breathe. For at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go back to my home planet. Nothing ever happens there. Oh, you'll meet my mentor. Everything will be just fine. No. Turns out I was lied to my whole life, and his cover name is terrible.
It works. He shrugs.
I really don't know how it worked as well as it did, to be perfectly honest. Then again, I managed to
This
get away.
coming from the guy who gave his real call number.
Yeah, and it took them days to figure that
You
out.
gave an imp your real fucking call number. Don't you start.
I kept my cover for at least 3 days.
Yeah. To be fair, the Imperial was not thorough in his background checks until he needed to be.
Cal can come down if he wants. Time has passed.
Yeah, Cal will calm down. He is calmed down. He is okay.
It's hard to reconcile, because on one hand, it saved my ass considering all the Jedi seem to be gone now. And but on the other hand, still hiding something from me.
Yeah, and that was wrong.
You okay? You okay, Cal?
Yes. I had a brief word with another Jedi.
Would love to hear his 2 cents about this whole thing.
And of course he was hanging out in the bathroom with you. In the refresher with you.
Where is this other Jedi I keep hearing about? Because so far I've only seen this asshole.
He's dead.
You're keeping dead Jedi here?
That's not how the Force works.
Jesus.
No wonder it smells like ass in here.
It's remnants, whispers from the spirit of a Jedi passed
Okay,
into the ethereal force. It's a lot.
I don't care what you call it, you gotta bury it.
We burn our dead. He was burned a long time ago.
How long ago?
Oh, geez. Would Cal know how long ago?
Almost 40 years.
Does Cal even know which Jedi?
No, it can't have been 40 years ago because I did the math. Because I did the math, Justin. I did the math. Qui-Gon...
I did the homework,
It'd
Justin.
be about 30.
No, it wouldn't be. Because Ash is only a year younger than Anakin.
You're correct.
And so it happened when she was 8.
Almost 20 years ago.
Was that when you were real depressed for a few days?
He looks at Asha a little surprised. Yeah, you would notice. I thought I was hiding it.
I mean...
Yeah.
Of course I noticed. I thought it was my fault. You told me it wasn't.
No. And I was right.
Nix is suddenly feeling very guilty. But he's not showing it.
Is he now? Roll a deception
He's still
check.
mad.
No, I'm kidding.
And that makes that stint of yours back 5 years ago make a whole lot more sense now.
Yeah. I didn't cut myself off from the Force, so... When you feel almost everyone you ever knew pass on at the same time, it does things to a man.
Cal's gonna look at Raestra, and I'm not gonna roll an insight check because he knows.
Yeah.
He has advantage. His passive is just enough.
Yeah.
I'd like a moment alone with the Mandalorian. With my friend.
Absolutely. Yeah, you two can go upstairs if you want.
I'll follow Cal.
Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and because I know she took damage. I don't know if she was already healed for it.
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Give Life. Have a hit die.
Thank you.
Oh wait, do I roll the hit die?
Yeah, you do.
I do. I do roll.
Healer
the hit die,
rolls
so-
almost always.
Oh, full 6, max.
Nice, thank you.
I could ask extremely easy to answer questions. I feel as though that's not what you need right now. What's on your mind?
I knew it was gonna happen.
It being?
All of this. The only place I can go now is home. And I can't even go there.
Why do you think that?
It's not safe.
That's not entirely what I meant.
There's no place for me anymore.
No place for you. He's gonna kind of walk over to... Is there a window?
Yeah, there's a window. You shouldn't open it, but there's a window. It's what Ash came in through.
Okay. Alright. He's gonna kind of look through the window. It's odd, because that's... Well, to be perfectly honest, that's quite exactly how I feel. I don't have anywhere that I can go specifically. Leanne Selm was controlled by the Republic. It's most definitely controlled by the Empire now. I'm certainly not welcome on Coruscant.
Others from the Order want you.
A member of the Order attacked someone that I cared about. And I think whether or not he's connected to the Force, Raestra, I'm not sure if member of the Order means anything to him anymore.
He had every right to.
No. He didn't.
Yes, he did.
No. Do you remember back in the Clone Wars?
She shakes her head. I was gonna say she gestures to her head. She says most of it's gone.
I understand. I'm not going to force you to attempt to remember. And again, you can correct me if I'm wrong on Cal knowing that you're not Justin, but I imagine that he would. When we were dealing with the Separatists, it wasn't just it wasn't simply necessarily just a war in sabers and blasters and droids and clones, but it was delegations, conversations. There were people on the other side of this. There were people that were separatists that got along with people of the Republic, but were on two different sides. There was no reason to attack them. They didn't attack each other on sight. Because at the end of the day, there was still a difference between being a separatist and being a bad person.
It's not the same thing. I wasn't a legislator. I wasn't a senator. For all I know, maybe I did bury someone he cared about. She sort of, like, runs a hand through her hair and she goes, for all I know, I buried somebody you care about. I don't know.
I don't know. You could have. I don't know. I don't care.
I know, but he does, and the rest of them do, and they have every right to. Because I'd hate me too.
Fear leads to anger, leads to hate, leads to suffering. Those 4 things are the cornerstones of the dark side. And you have been tremendous help even with it. But it's clouding you. Not just your ability in being able to trust the people around you, but in trusting yourself.
I wouldn't know, I guess.
Is it possible for me to, I guess, see Raestra's aura again?
There's a spell for that, which is one Rael used. You guys didn't have enough passive perception to see. But there's a soft magic system, and I make the rules. Make a wisdom check.
Sure. Well, that's pretty good. That's a 19.
You reach out with the force to your friend Ray. You kind of focus your eyes into the ethereal, basically. Try and see beyond the veil, and you feel yourself first. A plant. What does Cal see himself as, plant-wise?
A tree, like a growing, kind of a tree.
Not quite fully grown yet, but it's got branches.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a trunk.
Yes.
Then you reach those branches.
It's getting there.
Out to Ray, and she's still. And you know what? Now that she's opened up to you, and you feel that what you felt before was like an invasive species, like kudzu or weeds. That there is a plant in there, something, but you still can't tell what, but it's wrapped up, constricted in these vines that have kind of pustule looking bulbs on like a sickly purple, and they're like an invasive species, like choking the life out of her, of the plant that's within.
Do you see the dark side as something that's necessary to you? A way of defending yourself?
It's all I have left.
I'm gonna think. Cal's kind of thinking for a second, but at this point, like, it's just, my friend's hurt, I need to help her. He puts a hand on her shoulder. I understand. I understand you might not trust me quite yet, and that's more than fair. It's clear that whatever happened, the Jedi have failed you. Even today, they've failed you. And I understand that my attempt at not doing so is only that. And if you wish to not take it, then I can only understand, and I can only do my best to help in the parameters that I'm able to. I want you to be my Padawan.
She looks incredibly confused. I'm past that. I'm way too old.
Raestra, the Order is dead. It's been dead for the past 5 years. So now all I have is to play it by ear. And what I know is to heal. It's what I was taught. I know you see it as a defense, as a shield. But it's eating you alive.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
I need you to understand, I really am only trying to help.
No, I know. I know. I need a bit.
I would like to leave you with this. I'm certain that Nyx has already grilled you enough on it. When we were with the Crimson Dawn, I won't argue with what you did. It was out of defense. How often could you see yourself doing that?
I don't know. I
know you don't. I think you will. We'll say for this. And he's gonna go ahead and head downstairs.
She's gonna be by herself for a minute. Cool off a little.
Look, I know we're trying to keep the peace here, but I'm not very strong, and I would like you to punch Nyx for all of the torturing he's been doing to my fucking droid.
I have done nothing to your droid.
That is a lie. I've seen the way you look at him. You flipped him on his back when you were trying to help me upgrade him.
Yeah, because he kept moving around.
I'm sorry, you were mean to Lemmy?
Yes! Apparently.
Now I 100% don't trust you. He smiles, he's clearly joking.
I don't need your fucking trust. Short stuff.
Cal's gonna walk down. Now hold on. Let's be reasonable. Let's not start another fight. Nyx, go ahead and apologize to Lemmy. I'm gonna cast Coerce Mind.
I am...
Good. The best use.
Wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
14.
You have disadvantage.
Cool. I know, Justin. We've established that.
You made a clone, Ben. Fuck. You can't get mad at me. You're the one that was like, I want to be a clone, Justin. If it isn't the consequences of your actions.
I'm sorry that the predictable consequences of your actions happen to you.
Rolled a 10.
Apologize to Lemmy.
You really want to apologize to Lemmy?
What? Yeah. What? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Excellent. Good job.
I punch him in the face.
Lemmy?
No! Obviously the person that did a fucking mind trick on me.
Okay.
Mister, my AC is 12. Flat
hey,
20.
Do you really want to punch the guy that heals you?
Yes!
Are you sure about that?
Roll
Are you sure about
roll
that?
To attack.
You
Yes!
want to punch the
Roll to
guy
attack.
whose job it is to keep you alive?
Roll to attack.
It's a strength roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Clock you right in the jaw. Don't do that shit! It's weird. It freaks me the fuck out. I just fucking leave the room.
Do you go to the bathroom or the bedroom?
I guess the bedroom. There's no other place in
storm.
this goddamn place.
Well, Raestra is
place
there.
is too small.
Raestra's there. So.
Son of a bitch.
She flinches a little, like, what the fuck?
Sorry. I've been mind-tricked twice. Once is already too many.
I made him apologize to Lenny.
Oh, well. Good, I guess.
Yeah, sure. The most disingenuous... Like, does it count as an apology if they have to literally force me to do it?
Were you gonna
Yes.
do it otherwise?
No!
Then
It's a
yes.
box with wheels.
You be nice. He's a good boy.
Lemmy was my only friend for a fucking decade. I don't want to hear anything from you.
Slam the door shut.
Boy, saying that out loud makes me look really sad.
No, he's a good boy. You should be friends with him. He's a good boy.
You did a great job on Lemmy. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Sit down next to Ray.
You are aware that I am a Jedi, right?
Oh yeah. From the second I walked into this door.
Then what made you think that she was after you at all?
Like I said,
Certainly I would have felt it.
the dark side poured off her, and I've seen what the dark side can do.
I guess forgive me for being skeptical, but I don't know if... It's not important.
He picks up what you're putting down. The man that trained me, raised me, I watched him turn into a warlord. A cruel, heartless bastard. I felt when he died. He was scared, betrayed, angry.
I felt that too.
Yeah.
I suppose that's why I felt as frustrated as I did. I felt that from her.
You're right. Very wise. Always for defense, the Force is. Never attack.
It can certainly do a lot of things besides that. Holy fuck.
You can. You shouldn't. Were it only I were better at defense, maybe I could have done something.
It's my fault. I panicked, tried to take control of the situation.
Oh, no, I understand. It's more of a desire for me than it should be.
No, we all feel it. Otherwise, you're not a person.
Ashaa-kai, are you okay?
I'm okay.
I've just lost a lot of people that I was supposed to be protecting. But that's making it about me. These are your friends, Ash. I'll make this up to you all. You can stay here. We'll figure some things out.
I might have to check if Raestra is okay with that. Assuming the storm is going to pass anytime soon.
That only lasts 15 to 35 minutes. Don't worry about it.
There are no Jedi temples on this planet then?
Absolutely not.
I thought so.
Well, maybe you felt it. And when he says that, you can make a wisdom check.
Yay!
Hooray!
Oh man, I'll tell you this much. Pat has not let me down once. Why do
Yeah,
I
I was
fucking
about to
talk
say
now?
I was about to say, you gotta set yourself up for failure.
You put it in the world, man.
Pat, you're supposed to be regular.
Pat, why?
Pat.
Don't want to fuck me, Pat? What'd you roll?
Nat 1.
Oh.
I don't know if that means he should super feel it or just be super blind to it, to be honest.
No, yeah. He says that and you're like, I'm sure.
I don't feel a thing. I'm in a sensory deprivation tank.
It's not just the magnetic poles that are really off here on this planet. Something with the Force. Maybe they're correlated or even connected, but hell if I know.
I suppose I should perhaps get some sleep. I apologize for my frustration.
It is like 12 p.m.
It's like 1:30.
We are nowhere near
It's
bedtime.
bedtime. Shut up.
I knew.
He looks at Rael. I had to watch one of my closest friends get a pickaxe shoved into their chest and then proceed to talk to them afterwards. I am ready to go to bed.
I suppose. You all can pile up in the bedroom or wherever you... I'll sleep down here somewhere.
Kind of wired, to be honest.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
She will set the lightsaber down and put Lemmy next to her on the seat and give Rael, whatever the fuck, another hug.
He hugs you back. He doesn't even, look at the lightsaber. He pats the top of your head. Your mantras. Very, very gently, because he knows that they are sensitive.
Very sensitive.
It is good to have you back, even with all this. I should have known things like this would happen.
I mean, I've always been known to get into trouble.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. Tomorrow. I think that might be a good place to end.
Star Wars First Resistance is a live play Dungeons & Dragons podcast using the Star Wars 5e system, which can be accessed for free at sw5e.com. Our podcast features the player talent of BubblingBrooke as Ashaa-kai, Silver Keyblade as Calchin Phimiir, Ben Lepard as Nyx, HitenNoRuroni as Raestra Akkan, and this Justin as the Game Master. You can find links to our social medias in the description. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please, we would love it if you left a positive review, commented, and shared this with your friends. We can't thank you enough for listening to us goof around and tell stories, and we hope you'll join us on next episode. Until then, may the Force be with you.